It's your boy Nuguru in the house, back with another Arsenal news episode. Where, ladies and gentlemen, of course, we have some good news of Arsenal to you, for you guys. Of course, I'm sorry I'm not doing the gaming episodes, the gaming lives that I generally used to do because a little bit of work load has been increased for me. I'll definitely have the FA Cup final. Yeah, I'll be doing it. Yes, tomorrow I'll be watching the FA Cup final. So if you want to watch the FA Cup final with Indian Gooner, yes, be my guest. I am planning to come 15 minutes earlier than the kickoff time. So yes, I'll be doing a live stream for that. And Sunday I'll put a dedicated time for the live stream of the gaming on my gaming channel. So without any further ado, let's just jump into it. So David Luiz is leaving Arsenal at the end of the season. It's been tweeted by David Onseed, so it's confirmed no David Luiz new contract because he's be leaving at the end of the season. 34-year-old told club today, plus they agreed. Arsenal have not offered new deal, and even if they did, the Brazilian international defender wouldn't have signed as decision had been made to go. So even Sami Mokbel tweeted out that David Luiz to leave Arsenal at the end of the season, informed the club of his decision over past 24 hours. So thank you so much, David Luiz. I mean, I remember all the errors as well, but whatever you've done for the club, it's thank you so much for that. We appreciate what you've done, bro. Moving on, so ladies and gentlemen, Gabriel Magalhaes and Gabriel Martinelli have been called up to the Brazilian under-23 squad for their friendly matches at the beginning of June, acting as a warm-up for the Tokyo Olympics, which take place between July 23rd to August of 8th. You can see Luis Felipe, Nino Ibanez from Roma, the centre-back Gabriel Magalhaes, and of course Rodrigo from Real Madrid, Pedro from Flamengo, and Gabriel Martinelli. Congratulations to both of them. Moving on, so Arsenal Capitan Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang at the unveiling of the new Black Panther waxwork at Madame Tussauds Wax Museum in London. So Wakanda Forever, of course, the perfect person for the unveiling was Aubameyang. Of course, this guy has represented Black Panther more than anyone else on the football pitch. So love to see that. Moving on, so this is the leaked image of Arsenal's third kit for the 2021-2022 season, manufactured by Adidas. But of course, isn't it Bruce Banana kit, which is in a blue version? Okay, we had a similar kind of a, I mean, of course not the Bruce kind of banana kind of a design, but a similar kind of color tone in one of the training kits last season. Okay. So, David Luiz actually is a priority for David Beckham's Inter Miami. Arsenal had not offered David Luiz a contract extension. So, yes. So, leaving the Emirates Stadium, David Luiz, all the best, bro, for the future. So, moving on. So, here's Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang in Arsenal's new away kit. It looks slick. I must say, it really is really slick. And there you go, Bukayo Saka. Oh my god, the more I see it, the more I love this kit, man. It's Arsenal for everyone, apart from the prices and the costs. So Arsenal for everyone, ladies and gentlemen. Thomas Partey looks so solid. Emil, oh my god, wow, he looks so good. Oh, Alex, love it. Alex Lacazette has really lost some body fat percentage, I must say. Yeah, he just looks more sleek. It kind of is alarming at one point of time. So you could actually see Patrick Vieira. You know, this is a segment in Arsenal's Adidas promotional video. Paddy and Partey. You could see Paddy as in Patrick Vieira. In French says play for the name on the front of the shirt, and Partey says and they will remember the name of the back. If you've seen the advertisement, it's really good. Go and check it out on the official Twitter account. Most of the fan accounts have also put it. So the full kit includes the shorts, the socks, and of course you could see this. Yeah, and this is the goalkeeper's shirt. I like it. It really is something. I think it's beautiful. I think for once I can say that Arsenal's goalkeeper kit is actually decent. What they made. It's and also Arsenal's Arsenal's new 2021-2022 away kit will be made available as an option for the club's goalkeepers to wear in matches alongside the new home goalkeeper kit, which is this one. So they can actually wear the away kit as well. The goalkeepers can. So pretty good actually. Yeah. And talking about Josh Doig, now if you know, this guy is has been linked with Arsenal. Ryan Burton is reportedly among the players being looked at after it was confirmed that he will leave Southampton at the end of the season. But Football London also understands that Arsenal are competing with Leicester to sign Hibernian left back Josh Doig. Now if you ask me how is he exactly like Kieran Tierney, but I think he's 2 seasons behind. It'll take 2 years for him to develop properly as a very commanding fullback. And also the midfield position, of course, Arsenal are looking at Yves Bissouma and Sander Berge. They're keen on the idea of a move to Arsenal, but in both cases, the irrespective asking price of both the clubs could prove problematic. The position Arsenal are set to prioritize central midfield with an understanding that reinforcements are required. Miguel Aziz is expected to play more of a role in the first team next season, but it is thought the club will look to recruit externally as well. And as we speak, Callum Chambers will be awarded a new contract, Miguel Aziz as well. So Callum Chambers, who has just 1 year left on his current deal at the end of the season, is set to be rewarded with a new contract extension. Let me know in the comments, do you guys really want it to happen? If you do, let me know in the comments what you guys feel about. So the new away kit will be worn for the first time by Arsenal women in the Women's FA Cup tie against Crystal Palace on Sunday. The men's team will also wear the new kit in their final away fixture, that is against Crystal Palace on Wednesday. So Arsenal wearing their away kit as generally that they wore their home kit of this season towards the end of last. So we know that. So yep, that is that. And as we actually speak now, there's an update about Anthony Taylor has been appointed the referee for Arsenal's game against Crystal Palace next Wednesday. So yep, that is that. So yeah, Anthony Taylor. Yeah. Moving on, so talking about Jack Grealish, Arsenal fans love what Jack Grealish has done to Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Now Arsenal fans have actually, who are very much active in the social media platform. Well, this is in relation to Grealish defending Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang amid Gabriel Agbonlahore's rant about assists. Now we all know that if you don't know, well, Emile Smith-Rowe's goal against Chelsea was assisted by Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. So Agbonlahore had something to say about it. He says, last night, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, that is not an assist for me. For the Smith-Rowe goal, I'm not having it. All he has done is pass it. It's an assist, but I'm not counting on his tally. I'm not having it. That's the only pass he could have played there. If he went past a few players and put it on a plate for Smith-Rowe, then fair enough. So Jack Grealish actually retweeted that, a whole tweet from TalkSport, and the caption was, Gabby, come on, creating the goal can sometimes be harder than scoring. So Arsenal fans could not keep calm about it. So they said that, come to Arsenal, Jack. Gabby don't have a clue. Another one said, come to Arsenal, Jack Grealish. Another one said, Jack, mate, I hope you get 10 times 5 meter assists to Oba next season. Jack Grealish, come to Arsenal, plays Bukayo Saka, help make it happen. Another one said, we know you want to come to the Arsenal. Another one said, come make history. Grealish at the carpet. Come to the carpet, boyo, we will love you. You become a club legend, build you a statue. Defending our captain, my future captain. Okay, so everyone was like, wow, Jack is really back. I mean, no, that's not what I wanted to say. Okay, so Arsenal will have to pay Sander Berge's full £35 million release clause to land the midfielder, while Yorkshire Live refuted claims that the Norwegian could be available for as low as a cut price £12 million since the Blades are getting relegated. Now, Berge is still £10 million cheaper than his original £45 million price tag. Liverpool and Arsenal have both been linked with moves for the 23-year-old, who has just returned to action following a lengthy injury. The 23-year-old appeared in the 2-0 defeat to Crystal Palace on Saturday in his first start since suffering a hamstring problem back in December. The Norway international became United's club record, Sheffield United's club record, signing at £22 million. And I don't even think that he'll be available for 12. Why would they even sell him on a... It does not make any sense to sell him on a loss. Why would they? Seriously, why would they? So, Arsenal defender Dinos Mavropanos could extend his stay at Stuttgart beyond the summer if he is not in Mikel Arteta's plan going forward. Now, Stuttgart manager Pellegrino Matarazzo loves him and said, he's our gladiator, he's a monster in terms of physique, and when he makes a mistake, he hums around some Greek swear words. I like that he's just a tough dog. And the sporting director Sven Mislintat says very clearly, if he doesn't play a role in Arsenal's planning, he wants to stay with us. So let's see if that is the reality, and if that's going to stay as we speak. So we'll see. So with this, I'd like to end this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you see daily Arsenal content, consider subscribing. I will see you in the next one. Until then, cheers. Bye bye.